GM finally reveals final details around the Collector's Edition, officially, not leaked. We got some pricing, we have the overall details, and disappointments. Let's get to it. Today's Lethal Garage video is sponsored by none other than Lethal Garage. Check out our custom flex fuel kits using OEM parts direct from GM. Check it out at lethalgarage.com. What's going on, guys? Matt over here with Lethal Garage, and today GM has published a press release on the final details of the Collector's Edition. Just before we dive into all the details, thanks for stopping by the channel. Likes, comments, shares appreciated. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do want to follow for more Camaro content. We do have a new, well, we're hoping we have a new ZL1 Collector's Edition delivered to the Lethal Garage at some point if we can get allocation, and we'll do plenty of videos around that. So if you're interested in all that greatness, hit that subscribe button. Obviously, we have content around the other two cars as well, 16 drag car and the 71 resto build, plus a 1970 car that is coming out of bodywork, which will be great. But let's get to the news. So GM has officially released their press release. I don't want to say the community strong-armed them with all of the leaked content last week, but it is what it is. So GM has officially confirmed there is no power increase. There's no update like to the Blackwing kind of stuff for the ZL1 or anything for the SS or LT models whatsoever. So the Collector's Edition is a styling badging package. So that's unfortunate, but at least the cat is out of the bag. We know what to expect at this point, and we know what is in the Collector's Edition package. So if you missed our video from last week covering the leaked details on all the RPO codes that were released around the Collector's Edition for each of the models, check that video out, but we'll touch on that briefly here. So the Collector's Edition package includes special badging on the side of the car. It's going to include badging on the steering wheel. It includes special custom floor mats for the LTSS models. Now, if you jump to the ZL1, it basically includes all of the following. You get a couple more items as far as the stylizing package, but you also get a special watch. Now, the ZL1s are going to be limited to 350 cars, and with that being stated, the cars will be numbered. So I believe they're doing a plaque on the steering wheel or something like that that's going to highlight what number car you have, and yeah, there's going to be 350 of them. So that's a lot more than I anticipated, but that means not everyone who wants one's going to get one, unfortunately. So I do have I'm number one at the list at my dealership, but again, my dealer actually has to get allocation for it so I can place the order. If they don't get allocation, then I can't order my ZL1. And in that instance, if I can't get my ZL1, I'll probably go down and get a truck. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. So all that being stated, let's get into the nitty-gritty details. So the LT, the base model Collector's Edition cars, again, we've already highlighted. They're going to get the satin, or not satin, the metallic tint coat, Panther black paint. So it's going to be a shiny color black. That being stated, the car is going to have the badging package, the floor mats, and I believe it gets the RS spoiler with the optional polished spoked wheels. Now, if you have the base model LT car, they do get an upgrade on the wheel, or the wheel and tire size, because those cars should come with an 18-inch wheel with a tire, and then you're going to get upgraded to a 20-inch with, I believe, a 240 or 245 tire. Apologies, last video, we'll get into the nitty-gritty details if you want all those details. The SS gets a little bit more of a stylistic look to it. Not only does it get the stripe, they all get the stripe, apologies, but it's going to have the ZL1 stock spoiler on the backside. So here's a picture of the actual car. GM released two images. It looks like the SS car and the ZL1. You can see this photo. The car looks really good. The package itself, again, we talked about, it's going to add the badging, the steering wheel, the floor mats, the stripe, and then obviously the color. But I think, is that the badging on the hood? I'm not entirely sure. This image, I'm going to see if I can get a higher quality image. I just downloaded the first, the screenshot they posted, but I think the GM press room might have a super high quality shot. So I'll try to get that image and zoom in on it. I'll show it here, but I think that's the logo. But the car looks really clean. I think it's one of the better looking SS's for the refresh body style. Just looks super sleek. And I've always liked the way the ZL1 spoiler looks on the SS car. People might get mad at that. ZL1 owners like, oh, it's not a ZL1, but that's a better looking spoiler. Comes all the way out and lines up with the body line. Just looks really clean. Now jumping to the ZL1, and here's a picture from GM. So I'll just talk over this picture here. The ZL1 is in the matte black. The color just looks sexy on this car. It looks great. Unfortunately, it's still the regular ZL1 wheels. We do get the insert. You'll see the stripe kind of on the top of the roof and on the back side of the car. It does have the 1LE front splitter, so I wasn't wrong about my guessing on that one. And when we did the video long ago when they first revealed that the collector's edition was coming, and then they are slamming on the ZL1 1LE carbon fiber spoiler on the back side of the car. Outside of that, you are going to get all the other details, plus the watch, plus the commemorative number on the steering wheel, I believe, and, you know, all the badging and whatnot. So the car looks pretty cool, but unfortunately there's no power upgrades, nothing like that. And it's limited to 350 examples of this car. So if you want one, you got to try to get an order in. If you haven't already hit up your dealer from when GM announced the collector's edition, you might not be able to get one. We'll see. For all we know, people will order cars, and once they start arriving, they may back out. I don't know. So this is a last minute ad insert into the video. Apologies, I meant to get this video live, but there was just more and more details being posted that certain outlets were grabbing. So I wanted to include this in the video because initially I said there wasn't any pricing details, but there is. So the 2024 Camaro 1LT, we'll start there. The collector's edition package is $4,995, so just under $5,000, and that car starts off at $39,440. The LT1 is $5,495 added cost for the collector's edition package, which brings that car to $47,385. That's with the package. The 2024 Camaro 1SS adds $5,995. It's interesting thing, it just keeps getting more and more expensive, which the base model or the 1SS is $49,890. Obviously convertibles and the 2SS are more expensive. And then going into the Camaro ZL1, I was close in my guessing, so it's $14,995 add-on to the ZL1. I have a feeling that's the front lip splitter, the carbon fiber wing, and the matte paint. So a lot cheaper than the Sebring Blackwing Edition Black, because they charge $8,000 for that paint package alone. So getting the carbon fiber wing, the splitter, and all the other stuff, it's actually a pretty good bargain on the Camaro. So that puts the base price at $88,690. Woo! I think that's more expensive than an actual ZL1 1LE. So there's your pricing. Really expensive. So across all builds, Camaro, here, I'll just read this again. I already mentioned it earlier, but this is their words, which are better than mine. Across all builds, Camaro Collector Editions receive a unique front fender script badging that integrates the Panther into the R and a Panther on the steering wheel badge. These Camaro builds also feature special floor mats with laser etched aluminum Collector's Edition logo and unique black interior treatments. I forgot that one. Unique black interior treatments. I think some of the treatments in the ZL1 are carbon fiber, but they don't even mention that here, which is, again, interesting. But they do highlight for the ZL1, the Camaro ZL1 Collector's Edition owners will also receive a bespoke Canfield Sport 45mm watch from Shinola commemorating the Collector's Edition with an inscribed serial number that matches the number on the vehicle's steering wheel badge. Thoughtfully crafted to carry the same ebonized presence, is that the word? Did I say that right? As the 2024 Camaro's Collector's Edition, this wearable keepsake hosts Camaro and the Panther motifs from the Panther engraved watch band to the Camaro logo house on the watch face. No picture of the watch. You would think this would be a prime time to show us what this watch looks like. Nope. No, didn't do that. So that's the Collector's Edition detail. As far as the 2024 Camaro updates, now this is the details of what's coming new for 2024, which isn't a lot. They've actually stripped out a lot, and this also is a time for me to address because there's a lot of people running around saying there's no 1LE. There is a 1LE. So the 2024 Chevy Camaro will be available in a coupe and convertible, LT, LT1 SS, and ZL1 trims, with the 1LE remaining available on options for the SS and ZL1 only. So you can't get the 1LE on the LT package anymore, which is fine. Power for the 2024 Camaro builds will come from the 3.6 V6, 6.2 LT1 V8, and the supercharged 6.2 LT4 V8. New exterior colors, Riptide Blue, which we covered in the last video, and the Nitro Metallic Yellow can be selected across all trims. That's it. That's it. So people have been asking, can I get a ZL1 1LE? GM said that they're still going to try to produce ZL1 1LEs in the email that I got from them, but as far as quantities and what dealerships are going to get allocations, etc., unknown. I think it's going to be really, really difficult to get one if you truly want one, but outside of that, that's the 2024 model year. So we got the collector's editions coming. Order banks open June 15th, Riptide Blue and the Nitro Yellow, and then obviously the matte black and the satin tint coat, Panther Black. Yeah, all the greatness. So that's where we're at. That's it. That's all. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and until next time, I'll see you on the road.